Wish me luck. I'm going to tear this thing down, disassemble it, load it all up, and go reset it up. See what it takes. This is used fryer oil. Smells like a corn dog. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I'm picking up where we left off on the last video. We are at Mill Creek right now. Just caught, loaded, and shipped out 3 wild hogs. They're headed to a hunting ranch nearby. Josh was here and picked them up. He said the buyer at that ranch has a group of like 60 guys coming in to hunt, and they need all the pigs they can get. That's a lot of hunters. I don't know how big the ranch is. I've never been there. One of these days, I'm going to have to load up with Josh and go show you all what he does with all of these pigs, because he sells them. You got to follow the money. So there's a reason people are out here trapping pigs. I mean, obviously they do some horrible things to the land, but somebody's got to make some money to spend the time that Josh spends catching all these things. So I'm not going to leave the trap here. We are having some, we're just not seeing as many pigs here right now as what I would like. So I'm going to take the trap down and I'm going to move it to the pecan farm, because I've got a group over there that's coming in 2 or 3 times a day. I've been feeding them for weeks now, and I've never moved this trap. I brought my stock trailer because I think that's probably the best way to load it. I'm going to leave those panels standing up in the stock trailer. My one-man show today. Usually a one-man show, so we'll see. This trap, I guess you guys, if you saw the last video, you know Jacob from Caught Hog built this trap for us. He lives here in, well, north of me in central Oklahoma. If you're in the market for a panel trap, he's a small business running his little side hustle, building these out of his shop at home, and I'm afraid his side hustle is going to turn into a full-time job if he's not careful, because I really like this trap, and I think a lot of other pig trappers will too. So wish me luck. I'm going to tear this thing down, disassemble it, load it all up, and go reset it up. See what it takes. So much for that plan. Scratch that idea. I knew moving this was going to be a trick, because they're just big, cumbersome panels. But in my head I thought, well, the panels, I was thinking they were 6 foot tall. Well, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 6'3" really. So they're close to, well, they're more than 6 foot, I bet you. And I was thinking my stock trailer here is 6 foot tall. So I knew they wouldn't slide in perfectly standing up. But I thought I could kind of tilt them back and put about 3 on one side and 4 on the other side. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to go get a different trailer, because they're just not gonna fit the way I was hoping. That was a too good to be true thing. My trailer is not quite 6 foot. I mean, it might be exactly 6 foot right here in the middle. Problem is, it rounds up on the sides. So there's no way I'm fitting all these panels in this trailer. All right, traps loaded, strapped down, and ready to go. That wasn't too bad, really. I mean, probably 20 minutes total to disassemble, load, and strap down. And I also went ahead and filled up the deer feeder just to try to start getting the pigs coming in here on a routine. I mean, we'll feed the deer too. Not a that's our main goal, but really we want to get the pigs coming in here on a good routine like they were a month ago. So off to the pecan farm we go. Yeah, I see you, crows. I see you. Uh-huh. Okay, there it sits. Traps baited, gates up, camera's up and running. I actually moved my game camera out so that it's facing the gate, so I might be able to catch the drop from 2 different angles, but we shall see. The good news is this is the most consistent group of pigs coming in right now that I've maybe ever had. These guys, there's a good chance they might be here at 3 o'clock today, and it's almost 1. They do come in the daylight quite often, which is extremely rare. So I'm going to pack up and get out of here. And who knows, we may have pigs in the trap in 2 hours. Or 2 days, or my luck, 2 weeks. Come on, Earl. Come on. Oh. All right. I'm going to turn on the light. So, there's a light switch that works here somewhere. There we go. My little sidekick and I had to stop by the merch building. DJ and Emily and her friend Tracy were here yesterday and shipped out a lot of orders. We did a short video. I don't know if you guys saw it. Short video on Facebook, YouTube, kind of clearing out all of our stuff, pecan wise. We did one last push, had a few, a couple hundred, few hundred chocolate covered pecans to sell, the sandbar cinnamon sugar pecans. Threw all those up on the website this weekend. We actually had a get together here. Brooks, our niece's 6th birthday, and Weston's 90 days clean and sober, 90 days on his sobriety. So we had a little party here this weekend, and while we were here, we were looking around stuff before we were getting ready for the party. Had a few hundred bags of chocolate covered pecans, sandbar pecans, and everything, and regular pecans that we needed to sell. So anyways, did that short video. Those sold out in minutes. So if you missed out on those, I'm very sorry. So anyways, I'm here to do a little cleanup because the ladies were filling orders all day yesterday. Got all those shipped out to you guys. And every once in a while, I just have to stop and say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting us, for supporting our family, supporting what we do. The pecan thing started out as a small idea, and it has grown to a way for you guys to support us, but a way for you guys to support another small family farm. And I can't speak for Carl and his family, but I do know they appreciate it tremendously, because I don't know where else they'd be able to sell that many pounds of pecans direct to customers. So I've got to do some cleanup work in here, get rid of all the trash, and clean up from the party and clean up from all the work event. But also, it's not the only reason I'm here. Other things I have to do too, like not take down a Christmas tree. I've been asking my wife, are we ever going to take the tree down? And she said, I don't know, maybe not. It's a Valentine's tree, except it's not Valentine's colors right now. But also, if you guys ever, if you think about things like I do, You know, if you were a delivery driver, let's say you drive a delivery vehicle every day for a living, would you rather drive an old beat up clunker that might get you where you want to be, not very comfortably, not very safely? Would you rather have a nice car that's going to get you where you're going, going to help you make money, going to help you be more productive and be safe? Well, I know what I would pick. Well, I kind of relate that to, did you know you think about it, you spend about a third of your life in bed. So why do you sleep on an old wore out mattress? If you're going to spend a third of your life in that delivery vehicle or in that bed, wouldn't you want the best that you could afford? Ain't that right, Earl? So that's why today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Helix and I have worked together for a long time. Earl loves Helix mattresses and I know that because when I go to bed at night, he curls up and just sleeps right next to me all night long. I need a haircut, bro. Anyways, Helix has a lineup of over 20 premium mattresses for you to choose from. It couldn't be any more simple. You literally get on their website and fill out their little customer quiz. Fill out all your basic information on their website, your height, your weight, if you're a back sleeper, if you're a side sleeper, and they will pair you up with the perfect mattress to fit your needs. Just like, my wife loves it when I come in here and rip the sheets off the bed and the mattress cover off the bed. Just like this one, which is the Helix Dusk Luxe. And Helix is going to mail that mattress directly to your front door. Free shipping in the U.S. You get a 120-night sleep trial. So you and your Earl could sleep on it for 120 nights before you even decide if you want to keep it or not. Ain't that right, buddy? They're going to ship it directly to your door. It's going to come in this nice little box. You lay it out there, cut the plastic, and poof, like magic, huh, Earl? And listen, if you're not in the market for a brand new mattress, but you want something with a little bit more comfort to sleep on, Helix has a brand new line of premium mattress covers. You like mattress covers too, Earl? Yeah? Not everybody needs a brand new mattress, but you might be looking for a little bit better night's sleep, something a little bit more comfortable, so you can get you a mattress topper. And also, they have many options there too, so it's customizable to fit your needs. You know, you don't have to be an expert to know that a good night's sleep is what's going to make for the best days. And I think most of us are guilty of not getting a good night's sleep, not sleeping enough. And with Helix, there's really no excuse not to get a good night's sleep. Just like my buddy Earl. Huh. So as always, I want to say a huge thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested in a new mattress, you can visit helixsleep.com/armsfamily to take advantage of their President's Day exclusive partner offer sale and get up to 27% off site-wide. And some offers can change. So I'm starting to have a theory here, DJ. Every time we eat like, country folk meals, we have pigs in the trap. Last time I was eating deer chili and had cheese hanging from my chin and I caught pigs. Let's see what DJ's cooking tonight.
You need me to do it?
Yeah, let's see what DJ's cooking tonight. We got beans.
No, you can't really see.
Pinto beans.
Yes.
And
fried
potatoes. Wait a minute.
Nothing in there.
Wait a minute.
There's nothing in there.
Where's the cornbread?
I haven't started the cornbread.
Oh, well, I'm gonna catch some pigs since we're having hillbilly food again. I love it. It's like my favorite kinds of meals. Well, here we are, almost a week later, and have not caught any pigs yet. They're here. Let me rephrase that. They're right there. They're just not right there. We'll get them. I have a few theories. So as you've seen, the babies, all the little pigs are more than willing to go in. I've had as many as like 19 or 20 little pigs in there. But when you've got 19 or 20 little pigs and all the mamas and all the boars out here roaming around, I don't want to drop the trap. I don't want to drop the gate and educate some old wiser pigs. If all the mamas were in there and the babies were out, I'd drop it in a heartbeat. The babies will come back. But I want to catch them. I want to catch the whole group. I don't want to catch one or two big ones and a bunch of little ones. I don't want to educate them. But I have a theory as to why I can't get the babies, I can't get the mamas to go past this fence line. So the way this trap's set up, there's a fence that runs north and south and a fence that runs east and west. And there's a gate right here. So I just set the trap in the gate opening thinking, well, the gate's open. Now they're going to want to come in to go to the pig farm. The pecan farm, not the pig farm. Let me show you the problem I think we're having. So here's where our trap is set. Post there, and there was a gate across there. Now, north and south fence goes both ways. This side is Carl's relative. I'm not exactly sure. But they raise bucking bulls. If you're familiar with the PBR or bucking bull world, it's HD and Dylan Page. That's their practice barn right there. HD and Dylan Page raise some of the most famous, well-known bulls in the world when it comes to bucking bulls. But they use electric fence. So there's a 4-wire electric fence right next to the regular fence. But then from here, that direction, 4-wire hot wire for I don't know how far. Then Carl's perimeter fence to keep pigs out of the pecan farm, he used there's a 2-wire barbed wire and then like a 3-foot tall sheep and goat wire. Then about a foot on the inside, there's an electric fence, a 1-wire hot wire. So you got this fence that runs, this hot wire that runs all the way north, that one that runs all the way south, and I think these pigs are just conditioned to not go that way. At least to a certain extent. You can see they've rooted just right up next to the hot wire. But as long as that thing's hot, they've been conditioned to not go that way. Hey, you dogs are gonna go find a pig. Y'all better stay over here. So I think that's what's causing our major holdup. The baby pigs don't care because they've probably never been shocked. The big pigs stay out here because they don't want to get shocked when they go that way. Even though there's not a hot wire across here, I think they've just learned, don't go that way because it hurts. So what I think I'm going to do is rearrange the trap and kind of bring the gate opening more in here and get it away from that hot wire. I don't know if that's the answer, but we got to try something. All right there, Mr. Caught Hog Trap. I got the gate set up way past the inside of the hot wire fence. And those pigs like to run this timber line back here a lot. And they usually filter out of there. And I baited them right here for, what was that, probably 3 weeks. And all that's left now is to rebait the trap. And the only thing that worries me here is the ground is very unlevel. There's all kinds of ridges and bumps, and you can see that panel right there is not quite touching the ground. It'd take a little bitty pig to go under it, and the big pig can't lift it. There's no way. So I think we'll be okay. Camera set up, bird's eye view. Everybody seems to love that, and I like it. So I've also ordered another one of those flag poles to use on my drop trap on the hog eye camera. More on that, it hasn't come in yet, so maybe we can get a bird's eye view from the big drop trap And I don't know. We'll see what it does. So I don't have any moldy bread right now. I called my buddy Josh. He doesn't have any. And the bread really does seem to help. But I've got a new option to try. I'm not going to say it's the end all be all, but it can't hurt. Get back, Earl. So I'm gonna pour this over some feed and mix it in. This is used fryer oil, a couple gallons of it. Ought to put off a pretty good odor. I mean, who doesn't love a little fried food, processed oil? You know, just some processed seed oil. What's it gonna hurt, right? Pigs need a little higher cholesterol. Smells pretty good to me. Smells like a corn dog. I'm gonna do the same thing on this bag of corn. Earl, quit eating that. You're going to have a heart attack. All right, let's do a test drop. See how it does. Simple as that. You tell people you catch a few pigs and next thing you know, your phone blows up. So I'm pulling up to a ranch that I kind of grew up hunting. Look at this place though. It's beautiful. Wide open spaces. Just a few miles north of our Mill Creek property. And I used to hunt out here. I've shot a lot of pigs out here. Matter of fact, Weston killed one of the biggest pigs I've ever seen in my life out here on this ranch. But the lady said that she's 90, still taking care of this place. Well, not alone, obviously, but she said there's pigs coming all the way up in her yard. So we'll see what we can do. Well, I went and picked Houston up from school and made it out to my janky camera pole here. So I mounted the Hog Eye Mini the other day. You guys saw that. It points directly into my big pig drop trap here. I mounted it on a 10-foot T-post. And I had it up high at first, and it looks great during the daytime. At night, it didn't look good at all. So I was over here the other day, and I lowered it so that it's just barely peeking over into the trap. And this thing has such a wide field of view. It actually looks pretty good right here. Let me show you. So I bought a plastic, well, I think it's actually an aluminum flagpole that extends up to 25 feet in the air, just like what we have on the big panel trap from Caught Hog. We're gonna try this. So it's a little bit different. The Hog Eye camera is stationary, where the camera that I have on the big panel trap can move. You know, it can turn around and I can aim it exactly where I want it. So I may have to slide this thing up in the air, look at the camera, see if I need to adjust it, pull it back down and adjust it a couple times. But really, once I get it set, it shouldn't be a problem. It should have a really good view from 20 feet or so up in the air. Simple as that. I need to do a little wire management, put some zip ties on it. I'll bring it back down, but camera's up. Oh, it's probably 15 feet in the air right now. I could go up quite a bit more, but let's take a look and see what it looks like now. That's not bad at all. Now my only concern would be in 20, well, we'll need a 25 feet up in the air, is if the infrared shooter's going off. Is if my infrared lights on that hog-eye mini will throw enough light to get to the ground. But that view is really nice. It's obviously you can't see the top, you know, what's above and below the screen very well, but if there are pigs moving around the outside of the trap, you know, I'll at least be able to tell. So right now, where I'm standing, I'm about 5 feet from the edge of the trap. So even that, the limited view there, you can tell if there's a pig there at least. So I do think I like it. Well, trying to find Houston. I told him we had to come over here to change that camera out, or to change that camera mount. He said, well, we're looking for sheds while we're here. It's shed season. The bucks are dropping their horns. And I've seen a lot of pig sign. A lot of pig sign. And a lot of old rubs. Haven't found any sheds yet. And I lost my son and his dog. They're here somewhere. So now we're playing hide and go seek, I guess. I found them. See Kelsey popping up out of the grass. Huh, Kelsey? Did you find anything? Huh? Did you find anything? I ain't found squat. What'd you find?
I got good news and bad news.
Good news and bad news.
Take a yonder on what the good news is.
There's only a couple small cedar trees in this field because I've already cut them all down.
Well, that's, I mean, yeah, but
Yeah,
just come on.
I'm coming. This is, Houston found something.
I did. I found two things.
Oh, I see one thing you found. That's not good news. Oh. Dang.
You know who that is, right?
I know who that is. Hang on. Somebody didn't make it through the season. Where'd you find that at?
Back in there, down the, right next to the creek bed.
Yeah. What about this one?
Okay.
That's the one buck here that we refused to hunt this year.
And Lord, has he got some mass on him.
He's gonna be a giant next year, dude. That's gonna be a toad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's he was a 9-point that we looked at all year and did not hunt him for this specific reason. And we wanted him to make it another year. Probably a 4-year-old, maybe a 3-year-old. But look at the difference compared. Hold that guy up.
Yeah.
Next to this one. Totally different world there, huh?
Yeah. But I sent you a snap and you didn't even see it. It was like 10 minutes ago, this deer.
They won't go through. You've been sending me all kinds of snaps, and they take forever.
Well, this one, we've seen this one on camera before, but I think we've only seen it once or twice.
Yeah?
I think it's that one that looked like the mule deer.
It's that one that looked just like this right here. It looked just like this one.
Yeah.
Because it was this one.
No. I mean, yeah, but no.
Hey, that's not a bad haul right there.
Dude, he's got some mass on him too. Look at that.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Well, I'm sorry we didn't catch any pigs on this video. This video's been in the making for well over a week, and no pigs were caught. Pig trapping is it's not a difficult thing, but it is time consuming, and making content about trapping hogs takes some time. Now, I would say in the last couple weeks we've shaken or rattled all the chains in the pig trapping industry, in the pig trapping world, and I think right now, if I chose to, I could probably have about 6 or 7 different pig traps sitting in different places because, well, it's just caught people's attention. But I will say this, as I've told a couple trap manufacturers, I'm not a trapping channel. I'm not a pig trapping channel. I'm not David Ellis, and I'm not going to turn my content all into pig trapping. But it is a huge issue. It is a huge problem. These feral hogs cause hundreds of millions of dollars of damage to crops and farmland across probably close to half of the United States. They're a huge problem. So I do have a couple more traps potentially on the way. There's other ways to control feral pigs. Yes, you can hunt them with dogs. I know guys that do that. But if there's a sounder of 20, you're going to catch 1 or 2, maybe 3. Hunting. A lot of you guys have recommended we get a thermal optic and put on a rifle and get out here and shoot some pigs. Well, that's fine. But again, if there's a sounder of 20, even with a suppressor, and no matter how quiet you think your rifle is, you're not going to shoot the whole sounder, ever. You're going to educate them. And trapping them is the best way to remove the greatest number of pigs from the land. But traps aren't free. Corn's not free. My time is worth something. Josh's time is worth something. Everybody that I know that traps pigs pretty much sells them. Except, well, David Ellis. Everybody that I know in Oklahoma that's trapping pigs is doing it because they can make a profit at it. And if this bill passes and we lose the ability to sell these pigs, the population of feral hogs in Oklahoma will grow tenfold in a couple years. I have no doubt. We do have state trappers that work for the state that come out and trap. There's only so many of those guys, and there is no incentive for guys to go out and spend $3,000 to $5,000 on traps to go out and trap pigs for somebody else and not make a living at it. So I hope that doesn't pass. But anyways, as I said, I'm not going to I don't want to become a pig trapping channel. I do enjoy it. It is fun. It's frustrating. It's a challenge. It's a cat and mouse game. Pigs are smart, guys. Pigs are not dumb animals. They're a very intelligent animal, and they learn and they get educated. And I'm not the best trapper, so I've probably educated plenty myself, but I enjoy it. It's fun. And you guys know, one of my main goals probably one of my main goals in life, one of my things that I love is taking a piece of land, taking a piece of property and improving it, whether I own it or not. I've got leased property that I've spent hundreds of hours cleaning up so that it will look better, so that it will be better, so that it'll be better for the wildlife. I try my best to stay on top of invasive species like eastern red cedar and feral pigs that don't belong in the ecosystem. They're competing with the wildlife. They're competing with deer for the same food sources. They're eating turkey eggs. They're eating nests from quail. They're anything. They're horrible. Just like the eastern red cedar soaks up all of our water, and you end up with not a lot of water in your ponds and low water tables and all that. Anyways, I could ramble for the next hour. Hopefully, we'll have trap back here in the next week or so. I've got, like I said earlier, a couple traps on the way, hopefully, and see where it goes. It is interesting, though, in the last couple weeks, with about 5, 6, 7 million Facebook views, we seem to have shaken up the trap industry. So I think that's cool. I think it's awesome. There's room for multiple companies out there building all kinds of different traps, and I enjoy trapping, so I enjoy testing out different types of traps, different styles of traps, different ways of controlling these feral pigs. And I've learned a lot over the last couple weeks, and I've met a lot of new people and a lot of people that share the same passions I do, and that's incredible. So anyways, I'm gonna quit rambling. I've got it's 8:20. I've got to get home, and lots of plans over the next couple days with my wife, let's just say that. So I've got to get home and get my chores done and not get in trouble. So anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.